and welcome to the Arya Bark Podcast Vlogmas 2024 Day 7. How are you all doing? I hope you're well. So, it is now 1:30. I've spent a few hours doing my journal this morning, getting stuff set up for next year. I have made decisions. Yeah. I'm going to shock a few people with some of the decisions that I've made. Well, a decision that I've made. Tea today, I am drinking the one from yesterday, which is Defence. Be completely honest with you, no a fan. I don't like teas that taste perfumey. In this case, perfumey. It's drinkable at a push. I know for a fact I have got it because I got it in a set of 6 boxes. I have got it, no a fan. Definitely not a fan. So that's on the won't buy that again. The chocolate today is again another orange angelico. That was really nice the last time I had it. I did really enjoy that. The Twinings tea for today, which I'll have tomorrow, is Digest. It's a ginger and turmeric with fig. I'm pretty sure I've tried this one as well. I am not a fan of turmeric teas. I know turmeric teas are supposed to be really good for you, but and this one has 45% turmeric. It's going to be vile. Turmeric, lemongrass, ginger root, roasted chicory root, natural fig flavouring with other natural flavours, cinnamon bark and cloves. Not 100% keen. I did try the Cam one. I don't know what I did with the tea bag. Well, obviously the tea bag got put in the cup. The packet for the tea bag. I brought it through here to show. Cannot find it anywhere. Literally cannot find it anywhere. It's weird. That one was really nice. I did enjoy that one. That one I may possibly... That one's definitely going to go on a list to go and get another box of that. That was lovely. Today's tea pig tea is gingerbread. This is a limited edition. Now, I have tried to get this, to get a box, and I don't think they had anything. What's it got in it? We have cinnamon, ginger, licorice root, roasted chicory root, apple. It's got cardamom seeds, pumpkin what? Or just pumpkin, anise, clove buds, star anise, I can't remember, and natural cinnamon flavouring with other natural flavours. People with hypertension should avoid excessive consumption. I will try this one later on. Are you ready for the yarn? I'm so excited. We're in Ireland this week. And all I'm going to say is... So, we have a little 4-leaf clover. So I'll swap out my rose one. Actually, I'll leave my rose one on day 6. And then that'll let me carry it over. So the photo today... How pretty is that? Today we are, where are we? The Dark Hedges in County Antrim. It looks like a painting. It really does. And the yarn. We're now up to 7. Look at that. How absolutely gorgeous is that? This is going to be fabulous. All of it. I did manage to get my progress in yesterday. I've got my rose. This will move up to here. That'll move up to here. Yeah, that'll move up to here. I'll take my donut out because I won't need my donut anymore. So that is how it's looking. Now, can I do it this way? How absolutely stunning is this? So that's my progress. I will get that wound. I will stick this. Oh, I already had a progress keeper on that. I had my 2024 one. Right, so I'm getting rid of my donut. I'm not getting rid of my donut. I'm taking my donut off because I'll use my 2024 one. Stick my donut back up there, and then I'll stick the 4-leaf clover on here, and I'll stick that on there to mark the end of England. So I've got my stitch markers all hanging off the same stitch. Now, as I said, I'm needing to get my journal sorted. I've started setting up the pages for next year. The ones I know I'm wanting to have. And part of that process is to think about goals that I want to set for myself for next year. What else? Things that I'm wanting to do. So, where it relates to this channel, will be having a more regular uploading schedule. Personally, I'm wanting to get my whips down. My whips did get a bit out of control. I think at one point I had 45. Some of them have gone. I do have a video planned where it's the finisher frog. Now, that I was going to record in July. I was going to record that, but stuff. I have took that list, because obviously at that point that was all the projects that were on, that I had on at that time. The plan is I'm going to take out the ones that I've finished. That will come up in a podcast at some point, of the projects that I've finished, and then that will leave me with what I'm getting ready and what I'm keeping. Now, in full transparency, some of the projects that are being frogged have already been frogged. And decisions have been made with some other projects. One of the projects that I'm struggling with is, the long-term viewers will know what's kept in this bag, is the counting sheep blanket. Now, a couple of wee issues. One, I kind of used the black yarn for this and something else. And yes, Nancy, I know you told me that I was going to regret it, and I do. But what I'm wanting is something to cover that wardrobe, because obviously I took the doors off thinking that I'd have this done in no time. Clearly that didn't happen. Now, the problem I have is this thing is massive. So, I'm going to stand up because you'll see it better. This, can you see? This is the first section. Then we have, that can't be the first section. No, it's no, I'm lying. That's the first section. You've got two then. You've got this one, and then you've got that one. And I have we'll count them. 1, 2, 3 sections. Now, I did, if you'll be able to see here, I done 4 rows of this. and it took me the biggest part of 8 hours. Each row is taken 2 hours to finish. It is far too big. I get bored. If you're of a dodgy disposition, may I suggest you cover your ears, because there's going to be a lot of gasps. I'm going to rip out. However, I am not getting rid of it. I still want it. However, what I'm going to do, I've got what size things are. So my plan is going to be, I'm going to make 2. I can hear certain people in my head going, you struggled with 1, now you're making 2. Are you off your head? But what I'm going to do is I've got the measurements for that wardrobe. I know how it's going to be put up. I was speaking with Ryan about this particular project, and he'd happened to make a comment about how are you going to get in the wardrobe if you've got that great big thing sitting? Surely it would be better if you had it split. And it was like, it kind of would work better if I could actually access the wardrobe rather than, especially if the way it is now, I've got socks at one end and the blankets at the bottom. The blankets are set out. I know roughly what blanket is in what position in the wardrobe. I would have to hook the whole blanket back to then access bits. So it would be easier if I could just like curtains. This is coming out. I am going to measure exactly. I don't mind if it's a bit over. I would rather it be over than it be under. I have got what the sections measure. So the plan's going to be have the measurements, half it, and then figure out how many. To be honest with you, I think I would only need, I actually think I would only need to do the chart the way it's set out if I'm doing it twice. I think that would be, I think doing this would be a lot more manageable than trying to do this. That's my plan. Now, I do have another. This is double knitting. I should have said that at the beginning. If you can see, it's black with white sheep on one side and white with black sheep on the other. With occasional, you will get the occasional white sheep on the white side and black sheep on the black side. Now, saying that, if I split it, it means I will be able to have one side being black and the other side being white. So that's my plan. I will get this ripped out. It is going to be a colossal pain in my backside. And I think what I'll do is I will then move on to just doing it all in the Yarnsmith's Create double knitting in the black, and obviously I've got the, I think it's Yarn Fair Tootsie is the white. That is going to be one of my goals for 2025. One side, because I don't think I'll get the full thing done, but to have one panel of that done. That's about it. I do have some more work I'm needing to do this afternoon on my journal. So that is pretty much it. That's my crafty plan so far. I want to get my whips cut down to a manageable amount. I do want to start getting my projects finished. I have made a really good attempt so far. I've ripped a whole load out. Obviously, it doesn't help that I keep coming up with ideas for stuff, like my Kuschelig, that was finished. And then I decided to turn it into a blanket, which then increased my blanket total. And 2 seconds, runny nose. Apologies. Yeah, that didn't help turning a finished object into a blanket. So now I've still got the same amount of project. I also need to get my pages set up for the craft journal. Now, I did get a message and somebody did ask about what books I'm using to journal in. I do digital journaling. I use a program on my iPad which keeps it. It's because I've got the 2 iPads, it syncs between the 2 iPads. I do my journaling through that, so obviously I've got my daily journal and I've got my, well, I've got about 500 journals because I kept opening journals. However, this year I'm going minimal. I will have 3 journals. I will have my daily journal, I will have my craft journal, and then I'll have a reference journal, which will be to put stuff that I'm wanting to keep, like stuff I've learnt from books, processes, that sort of stuff in. Rather than having a daily journal where all my daily stuff goes in and then a collections journal where all my trackers and stuff goes in, I'm just going to combine them and have one. I'll have my collections at the beginning and then my daily journals at the end. And because it's digital, I don't have to worry about adding stuff in, because if I find a new collection that I want to start, I can always slip it in where it's needing to go. That's my plan. But it does mean resetting up a whole load of pages. I would rather I could move them. I think I can move some of them. But there's some of them that I'm not keen on how they're set up, so I need to rejig. That's my plan. I'm going to have lunch. Miss Tonya, I'm going to wind my yarn. And then I'm going to spend the next 3-4 hours doing the setup in my journal pages and doing a wee jiggly pokery where things are going. So yeah, that's my plan. So I hope you have a very, very crafty day, and I will see you back here again tomorrow. Bye!